Hi friend, welcome to your Total Body Barre Sculpt workout. Are you ready to get your sculpt on? If you are, then we'll get started. Okay friend, let's begin with a brief warm-up. Find yourself in a high plank position by placing your hands on the floor and by stepping your feet back behind you. Make sure that your shoulders are aligned above your wrist, belly is firm, spine is long, toes are curled under, and heels are lifted high. Simply breathe and hold. Now, coming up is a modification. You're always welcome to come down to your knees. Otherwise, your knees are lifted. Engage your quads. Soften your tailbone. Keep breathing. This is your very first move of your workout. Set the tone for what is to come. Fix your gaze down, keep breathing. Almost out of this. Lower your knees and come on out. Alrighty, you have sumo squats with a reverse fly. You're gonna go ahead and stand up tall, set your feet outside of your hips and turn your toes slightly out. Now from here, hug a big beach ball and then come down into your squat, hips back, heart forward. Rise up, pull your elbows back, and then sink it back down. Good job. So listen to your alignment cues as you move here. Your toes are slightly turned out. Your knees track in line with your second toes and never go beyond your toes as you bend and squat. When you squat, your hips press back and your heart leans forward. You're hugging a big beach ball as you drop low, and then you're opening your chest as you pull your elbows back when you rise up tall. Connect to your breath here. Exhale as you rise, inhale as you sink low. You've got it, girl. You're warming your body, prepping your body for what is to come. Keep pressing down through your feet. Give weight to your heels. Firm in through your glutes. Almost there. Good work. Last time. And done. All right, girl, let's move into toe taps. We have been here before. You'll stand up tall, set your feet nice and wide, turn your toes slightly out. We'll reach with our right arm to our left and tap with our right foot. Okay. Belly firm, spine upright, reach to your left with your right arm, and then tap with your right foot. And automatically switch sides. All right, so you're alternating from one side to the other, reaching and tapping. Lift up through the crown of your head. Connect to your breath. Good work. Firm in through your belly. Keep reaching and tapping. Now here's a modification. You can simply work higher in your legs and decrease your range of motion. Otherwise, work on staying low in your stance. Allow that to build heat within your lower body. You'll also notice a slight rotation through your spine. So allow your obliques to activate and to support that range of motion. Last one, and let it go. All right, girl, we're moving into lower body. We'll start off with a sumo squat leg sweep. So you'll find a sumo squat stance, set your feet outside of your hips, turn your toes out. Now, you'll go ahead and bend your knees, butt back, heart forward. You'll rise up, sweep your right leg to your left. Come back to your sumo squat. Rise up, sweep your left leg in front of your right, and then come back down. Now move as slow as you need to. This will challenge your balance. Once again, you want your knees to track in line with your second toe. Avoid them going beyond your toes. Hips back, heart forward, belly firm. So yes, your quads are working. Yes, your hamstrings and your glutes are working. But how about your inner thighs? Think about your inner thighs activating as you sweep your leg over in front of your other foot. Be mindful of the muscles that are working. Find your mind-body connection. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and sweep. A modification would be to move slower. If you feel a little bit too imbalanced here, you can eliminate the leg sweep and simply squat up and down. Wherever you're at, find resistance, find control. You're so strong, we're almost there. Yes, you can. Last round. Give me one more. And then stand up tall, thumbs up to you. Okay, girl, you're gonna come down onto your mat, find a propped up position, elbows under your shoulders, extend your right leg out in front of you, bend your left knee and plant your foot. Now, so extend your right leg, flex your foot. Listen, you're gonna lift your right leg up, hold, point your toe, lower your leg, hold. Flex your foot, lift your leg, hold, point, lower, flex, and lift. Okie dokie. So here you are in a propped up position, shoulders above your elbows, spine is long, abdomen firm, left knee bent, right leg extended and moving. Now you move as slow as you need to. Really focus on pointing your toes and then flexing your foot. Think about where you're feeling this. You should be feeling this throughout your quads. Envision you have an ankle weight around your ankle and allow that to take you deeper into your posture. Let it create resistance for you. Coming up, we have a change. Now listen, lift your leg halfway, flex your foot, and then just lift, lift. Up an inch, up an inch. So your leg should be within your work zone, okay? It's pulsing. 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, and let it go. Such great work. Okay, moving on. Propped up inner thigh leg lifts. Come down onto your right side body, right elbow underneath your shoulder. You'll extend your right leg long. You'll bend your left knee and cross your left foot in front of your right leg. Okay, foot is planted. Flex your right foot. You're gonna lift your leg up and then resist it down. Up, resist it down. Now you're welcome to move slower here. Totally up to you. Your range of motion might not be very big, and that's okay. It's the effort you're putting forth that counts. Such great work. Allow your obliques to keep your spine lifted, your upper body lifted. Feel your inner thighs working for you here. Now here's a modification. You can take your left foot and step it behind your right leg. Otherwise, it's placed in front of your working leg. Almost there. Give me 2 more. Last time. Now hold, point through your toes, draw tiny circles back and back, back and back. Woo, okay. If you haven't felt the burn yet, you should be feeling it now. Try to move smaller. Draw a tiny circle with your big toe. You've got this. Stay propped up. Belly activated. Good. Give me, how about 4 more? Just 3. Make it worth your while. 2. Last one. Hold. And let it go. Thumbs up. Okay, girl, let's hit the other side. Propped up leg lifts. We'll come back to our first position. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Bend your right knee. Extend your left leg. Foot flexed. Lift it up. Point the toes. Lower. Hold. Flex the foot. Lift it up. Point. And resist it back down. Avoid softening your working leg. Find a full extension. You're creating length as you strengthen your body. A modification here would be to work smaller. You can also lie down on your back if you're feeling negative tension in your shoulders or your neck. But we're not here forever. Chin off chest, belly firm, quads on fire. That's it. Now I've picked up the pace just a little bit here, nothing crazy. Once again, find your mind-body connection. Think about the muscle group that is working for you. your quads. Now, coming up in a few short moments, we'll find our smaller range of motion. That's it. Good. Okay, now hold, lift it up, and then just pulse. Pulse, you're in your work zone, okay? Foot is flexed. You're moving nice and small. You're moving a little bit faster here. Good, keep breathing. How about 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, and let it go. All right, you're gonna come onto your left side body. We'll find a propped up inner thigh leg lift, left elbow underneath left shoulder. You'll extend your left leg long, bend your right knee, and then plant your right foot in front of your left thigh. Flex your left foot. You're gonna lift your leg. Are you ready? Here we go. It's up, and then it's down. Good. All right, so once again, your range of motion might be limited here, and that is a-okay. Think about staying in your work zone. So instead of resting your foot when you lower, you just automatically rebound up. Good job. Feel your inner thighs pinching in right there. Now, here's your modification. You can step your right foot behind your left leg or keep it in its original position. It's really common to collapse into your shoulder, so just think about pressing away from the earth. Encourage your obliques to activate. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, last one, hold, point your toe, draw tiny circles back and back. Ooh, you've got it, girl. Keep your leg lifted. I know it wants to droop down. Lift it higher. Draw smaller circles right here. You've got this. Last few moments. Your discomfort is temporary, okay? Give me 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, and let it go. All right, girl, let's move into upper body. Stand up tall, grab your light handheld weights. We'll come into a classic squat with a bicep scoop. So your feet will be set to hip width apart. Okay, you'll bend your elbows, flip your palms up. You're gonna squat down, butt back, heart forward. You'll rise up, come onto your toes, lift your elbows, and then sink it back down. Okay, so you drop the heels, squat, lift the heels, rise up tall. So you kind of have a lot going on here. Focus your energy, focus your attention on squatting and then lifting your heels as you lift your elbows to shoulder height. Palms face in when you lift, and then palms obviously are facing up as you come down. Eye gaze is tracking your movement. Belly firm. Really squeeze at the peak of your movement. Lift your heels, squeeze. Lower your heels, sink down. Think about a string being attached to the crown of your head, and I'm simply lifting up on the string as you rise up tall. That's it. Make it a point to drop your heels. Be intentional. Be specific about your movement. Last time down. Last time up. And let it go. Alrighty, let's move into a crescent lunge with an elevated bicep curl. You'll step your right foot forward, left leg back. Okay, and then from there, you'll bend your right knee, stack it above your ankle. Back leg is straight, heel is lifted. Spine is upright, belly firm. Now you'll reach your arms out in front. You'll bend your elbows and bend your back knee. So you drop it low, you straighten and rise. So we bend and drop, lift and straighten. Okay, you're welcome to pick up your pace or move slow, totally up to you. The key here is to keeping your arms lifted the entire time. That's where the real work is. Now here's a modification. You simply move your upper body, but you keep your lower half static. If you want the challenge, you're gonna bend your elbows as you bend your back knee and lower your hips. When you come into your lunge and you drop down, make sure your front knee does not go beyond your ankle. Last couple here. Good job. Now listen, hold it low. Keep your elbows bent, and then just find a knuckle tap. Lift your elbows up an inch, lift, lift. Front knee above ankle, back knee bent, hips low, spine upright, belly firm. Yes, you can, girl. Breathe through it. Keep pressing down through your feet. Rebound up through the crown of your head. Coming up, we'll switch and do this on the other side. I know your lower half is working too. Embrace it. Last one, hold. Stand up tall. Switch your legs. Right leg back. Left foot stays in front. Crescent lunge. Okay, we'll find a hammer curl. Arms at your sides. You'll bend your elbows and then bend your back knee. Straighten your arms, straighten your back leg. So we bend, lower the hips, rise, straighten your arms. Nice job. So think about your foundation here. Your feet. You're pressing down through your front foot and through your back toes. Avoid hinging forward at your hips. Maintain an upright spine by firming in through your navel. Now here's a modification. Eliminate the lower half and simply find a hammer curl. Otherwise, you're moving upper body and lower body at the same time. Avoid momentum kicking in here. Use your muscles to keep you moving, especially when you lower your arms. Prevent them from swinging behind you. Find control. Last couple. Okay, now hold it low. Back to knuckle taps. Lift your elbows, palms face in, and then press it up an inch, up an inch. Back knee bent. Keep your heel lifted. Front knee bent. It's stacked above your ankle. Square off your hips. Pull your left hip back, lift your right hip up, and nudge it slightly forward. Relax your tailbone. Hey girl, don't let your elbows drop here. Lift them a little higher. Move a little smaller, almost. Last couple, you've got it. Hold, and then stand up tall. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move into a light squat. Both feet planted, arms reach behind, heart leans forward. Now listen, you'll bend your elbows just a little bit and then reach your arms back. So we reach and bend, reach and bend. Chin off chest. Eye gaze reaches out and then looks down at the floor. How's your breath? Are you breathing? Come on. Keep your arms lifted. Feel the back line of your arms, your triceps really engaging as you extend at your elbow. That's their job. They enable your elbows to extend. They work in opposition of your biceps. You can always work higher. You can always put your weights down. Otherwise, get after it. Almost there. Belly firm, hold, and then stand up tall. Good work. Okay, last little bit for upper body. Come into a wide second position, weights in hand. Set your feet outside of your shoulders and turn your toes out. Okay, spine will stay upright the entire time. Drop your hips, bend your knees. Now reach your arms to a T. Rise up, draw your weights together, sink down, open your arms. So we rise and squeeze, we lower, and then open our arms. This is a chest press. Nice big movement here. We're gonna move slow the entire time, so no need to rush it. Now think about your foundation, your feet, keep pressing down. Here's a modification. You would simply work with your arms lower. You can also put your weights down if it's getting into your neck in a negative way. Otherwise, I'd encourage you to keep your arms lifted to shoulder height or slightly lower. Feel your chest, your pectoral muscles activating right there as you squeeze in. Good job. Give me one more down. Last time up, and let it go. Okay, last upper body exercise, forearm plank hold. Ditch your weights and come into a forearm plank. So elbows, place them down, step your feet back, lengthen your legs, lengthen your spine, and hold. All right, friend, so your only job here is to simply breathe. Be present. Notice where the work is. Be thankful that you're capable of doing this. You're always welcome to come down to your knees. Up to you. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders or just a hair below. Keep softening your tailbone. Lift your heels, push down through your toes, almost there, and come on out. Great work. All right, girl, we'll move into some booty work. We have clam. Come onto your left side body, left elbow underneath your right shoulder. You'll bend your knees and stack your feet. Okay, so shoulder over elbow, belly firm, hips stacked, knees stacked, and feet stacked. A lot of stacking. Lift your bottom shin. Now open your top knee and then resist it back down. So we lift, press it back, and then lower. It's up and down, lift, and lower. Now, think about really pressing your heels together, pressing the inner lines of your feet together. That will intensify the work. And trust me, you want to get everything that you can out of a posture. Here's a modification. You can lower your bottom foot to the floor. Otherwise, you'll keep your foot lifted. Keep up the good work. Think about your foundation. So it's your bottom forearm, okay? And then it's your bottom hip and thigh. Really root down through the parts of your body that are making contact with the floor. And then rebound up and out of your obliques. Coming up, we have change. We'll find a small range of motion. Last time down. Now hold it and then lift your knee up an inch, barely lower. Up an inch, barely lower. Okay, so we're doing what we were doing, just on a smaller scale. The temptation here, as you can see what I'm doing, is to lower your top knee. Try to keep your top knee lifted the entire time. Even when you lower your knee, keep it up. You've got it. Keep squeezing your feet together. 3 more, 2 more, last one, hold, and let it go. All right, let's just switch sides. You're gonna come down onto your right side body, right elbow down, hips stacked, knees stacked, feet stacked, belly firm. Okay, lift your bottom foot, open your top knee, and then lower. Up and lower, lift, resist. Okie dokie, we've been here before, just on the other side. Settle in here. You can always readjust your bottom leg to get more comfortable. Keep pressing down through your bottom forearm. Rebound up and out of your obliques. You've got it, friend. How's your breath? I would inhale to lower, exhale to lift. That's it. Now you should really be feeling this throughout your outer glutes, your glute meats. Good job. Really squeeze at the peak of your movement. Keep pressing down through your foundation. Give me 4 more. 3, make them strong. 2, yes you can. You'll give me 1 more. Hold it up. You have 1 inch. Lift your top knee. Up and then down. Lift and then lower. Good job. Now we'll be here for just a little bit, so get cozy. Think about moving a little bit smaller. Think about keeping your top knee lifted a little bit higher. Girl, I know this burns, trust me. You are worth this challenge. Keep pushing. You have 4, you want to finish strong. 3, 2, last one, hold, and let it go. Thumbs up to you. Okay, come on to all fours. We have a knee raise with a hammer curl. So it's a combo move. Hands underneath your shoulders, left knee down, extend your right leg behind you, and then flex your foot. Now, listen, you'll lift your leg up, bend your knee, extend, and lower. So we lift, curl, extend, and lower. That's it. So there's a leg lift, a hammer curl, and then you lower and repeat. Now think about keeping your shoulders stacked above your wrist. Think about pulling your left hip back, gliding your right hip slightly down, and then instead of dumping all of your weight into your hands, shift some of your weight back. Good job. I would exhale when it's most challenging and inhale to regroup, to gather more energy. Nice work. Think about the back line of your leg working, your hamstrings and your glutes. You'll feel this at the base of your glutes, and then think about taking that work to the top of your seat as well. Last couple moments here. Last one. And then let it go. Okay, let's switch sides. Extend your left leg back. You're gonna go ahead and lift it up, hamstring curl, reach it long, and resist it back down. Now, I understand that you need a lot of focus here. So think about your movement, be specific, be intentional. Find control, avoid momentum taking over. Now, if you look closely at my hip alignment, I'm a little out of whack. So think about pulling your right hip back and then drawing your left hip slightly down. Instead of dumping into your wrist and your shoulders, you wanna hug in through your abdomen and then draw your weight slightly back. Good work, my friend. Almost there. Think about your muscles. Think about how you can make this more challenging. Connect your breath to your movement. Inhale when it's easiest, exhale when it's most challenging. Last couple moments. Last time. And lower. Good work. Okay, grab your light handheld weights, punching crunches. You'll sit on your butt, keep your knees bent. You'll simply punch from one side to the other as you lower your upper body and lift your upper body. Okay, belly firm, start to punch. As you lower your upper body, punch, lift your upper body. Now the key here is to not resting as you lower your torso. You're in constant motion here. How's your breath? Keep breathing. Here's a modification. Put your weights down. Grab your thighs to help you lift up and to help you lower. There is no shame in modifying. You do you, girl. You've got this. Try to keep your chin from collapsing against your chest. Try to soften your facial expression. Send that intensity to your abdomen. Good job. Can you breathe a little deeper? Can you be a little bit more intentional about your movements? Yes, friend, almost. Heels are digging into the earth. Good, almost. Come on, finish strong. I know it burns. Last time. And let it go. Stay on your back. Okay, ditch your weights. We have an alternating leg lower. You'll place your hands underneath the small of your back and then reach your legs sky high. You'll point through your toes. Alrighty, now listen, you'll inhale, lower your right leg. Exhale, lift your right leg back up. Inhale, lower your left leg. Exhale, resist it back up. You create your own rhythm. Allow your breath to influence your pace. Now, having your hands underneath the small of your back will enable you to have a greater range of motion, a larger range of motion. If for whatever reason that isn't comfortable, you can simply remove your hands. Modification here would be to move smaller, even with your hands underneath the small of your back. That's it. Now, your extended leg, as you lower it, does not have to touch the floor. You find your work zone and you work within that zone. There's no right or wrong here. Last round. Feel your lower abdomen, allowing this range of motion. Last time, and let it go. Okay, we have a classic crunch here. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and then take your hands behind your neck and head. Allow your elbows to be broad. You'll take a good breath in. As you exhale, lift your heart straight up. Inhale, lower with control. Exhale, lift up, and then inhale, lower. Now we have all been here before. Think about a string attached to your sternum, and I'm simply pulling up on the string as you lift. Think about getting your shoulder blades off of the floor, even if it's just a little bit. Avoid your chin collapsing to your chest. Avoid your elbows coming in. You want to keep them nice and broad. Last few reps here. Coming up, we have a small range of motion. Good work. Last time down. Now you'll hold it up. Reach your arms nice and long. We're going to lift up an inch, lift and lift. Okay, allow that heat to build within your upper abdomen. I know it hurts so good. Almost there. Hold and slowly lower. Good job. Okay, we have a seated oblique reach. You'll grab your light handheld weights, sit down on your butt, bend your knees, plant your feet, and lean your torso back. Palms face up, arms reach long. As you exhale, reach to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach to your left, come back to center. Now you can keep a gentle bend in your elbows. If you feel tension in a negative way happening within your joint, your elbow, just put your weights down. That's totally fine. You want to try to stay hinged back the entire time. There's a temptation to lift as you reach, but just think about staying in your work zone the entire time. Now you will naturally lift slightly. You just want to avoid accentuating the lift. Think about the part of your body that is working hard for you. You should feel this within your obliques. It's a subtle engagement, but it's there, I promise you. Last round. Give me one more, finish strong, and then come back to center. All right, we have one more abdominal exercise. It's a twisting seated heel drag. Extend your legs long, hands to heart center prayer, and lean your torso slightly back. Now listen, as you twist your right, drag your right heel in, bend your knee, press it away, center. Lift up, twist your left, come back to center. So as you're twisting, your heel is dragging in and your knee is bending. Good job. Now maybe your elbow touches your knee. If not, that's totally fine. It probably won't, especially if you're remaining hinged back with your torso. Keep your feet flexed. Allow that to create intention within your movement. So there's a lot going on here. You're feeling your obliques as you twist. You're also feeling your frontal core as well. Give me 2 more each side, and then we'll find one final hold before we move into our cool down. Last round. This is it. You've got it, friend. Come back to center and simply hold. You've got it, girl. Let it burn. Let it feel intense. Can you lean back just a little bit more? Give me 4, 3, 2, last one, and lift up tall. Such great work. All right, amazing work, my friend. Let's start to cool the body down, and we'll find seated butterfly stretch. You'll draw the soles of your feet together, open your knees nice and wide, and then you're welcome to hinge forward at your hips and allow your elbows to rest on the inner line of your lower legs. Not your knees. Find a fleshy part of your legs. and breathe. You'll feel a lovely stretch throughout your inner thighs. In just a couple moments, we'll come out of it. All right, lift on out of it. We'll move into a seated twist. So bend your right knee. Layer one, keep your foot where it is or cross it over your left leg. You'll wrap your left elbow around your right thigh, and then you'll twist in the direction of your right thigh. Right hand behind you, acting as if it were a kickstand. The more you pull your thigh closer into your body, the more of a glute stretch you will feel. Keep lifting up through the crown of your head, firm in through your belly, and then switch sides. Bend your left knee, cross your ankle over your right thigh, hook your right elbow around your left shin, and then reach your left arm behind you. So you're twisting in the direction of your left thigh. You've got this. This should feel really yummy for your glute region. And then let it go. Okay, let's move into a lazy girl stretch. Come onto your right elbow. You'll bend your top knee, draw your heel to your cheek. Stay lifted throughout your obliques. Good. Coming up, we'll do this on the other side. So here you go. Switch on over, left elbow down. You'll go ahead and bend your top leg, draw your heel to your cheek. Keep pointing your knee away from your body. Let this feel good. We did a lot of lower body exercises. Come on out of it. Come into a comfortable seated position, and we'll find a shoulder stretch. So you'll cross your left arm over your chest, grab a hold of your wrist with your right hand, and then a tricep stretch. Bend your left elbow, reach your hand down your back. Keep your heart bright. Switch sides, right arm over your chest. Don't force anything, let it be, let it feel good. You've earned it. Tricep stretch, bend your right elbow, hand down your back. Keep lifting up through the crown of your head. Root down through your sit bones and release. Okay, let's close our practice with one round of breath. As you inhale, you'll sweep your arms overhead, kiss your palms together, exhale, let it go. And you, my friend, are all done. You did such a great job. I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait for our next workout together. See you soon. Bye.